3, 2. What is going down, you guys? You guys already know what it is. You guys know what it does. It is Woods, and I'm back again with another haircut tutorial for you guys. Guys, in this haircut tutorial, I'm going to be doing a high drop fade on my guy right here. We used to get a mohawk. We tried to get him a mohawk last time, but he came in. I was like, nah, bro, give me that high drop, boy. So I wanted to make sure I recorded it for you guys. But right here, I went in with my one guard all the way closed, just being real tedious with that lining, just because on his specific lining, he does have different growth patterns. And if you guys were to just go right in with it, you guys would leave a lot of gaps and just tear his whole lining up. Which also leads me to my point right here, guys. I've also prepped his hairline with some holding spray, dried it in, and right here we're starting the lineup. In any lineup, guys, no client is going to have the perfect lining. It is going to be inconsistent a lot of times. So I like to step back, evaluate the lining, see which side is the higher side, and I like to start with that. So when it's time to start with that side, I start in the middle, work my way to that highest side, and then when it comes to lining up the right or whatever side that grew in lower, it does not matter. Any hair that needs to be cut off to match the other side needs to go, just to make sure that we are leaving him as crispy as possible. Alright, you guys, so when it comes to lining up the vertical bars, I chose the push method on this client just because one of his vertical bars was a little bit lighter than the other, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't push it in too far. But now we're going ahead starting on this high drop fade, starting the first guideline right at the top of that C cup, and then right here I'm checking both sides, and then I'm basically trying to align to see where is the best spot to go ahead and put the drop part of this fade. So I was feeling on the occipital bone and trying to get a good idea for how much room I really needed to fade, and then I'm basically just connecting the dots. So right here, guys, I'm going in with my foil shaver just so I can set in another transition. When the fade is extra bald on the bottom, it just makes the fade pop a little bit more. But when it also comes to the foil shavers, it can make clients bump up just because of sensitive necks and over curly hair. So if you guys do choose to use it on your client, make sure you're putting some type of barrier down. But right here, I'm in with my 2 guard and I'm going straight up. As you guys can see that I'm not digging in. That's why I showed you guys that little demo using my hand. I'm putting that guard flat on that side of the head, and then I'm going straight up, making sure I don't dig in. So like I told you guys, he had a mohawk before, so there is extra amount of hair back here. But what I'm doing is I'm basically using my comb to help feed that hair into the clipper guard, just so I'm not like having to like really like chase it with my guard at all. I'm just basically making everything easier on myself, so then I also ensure I'm not going too far into the occipital bone. Alright, you guys, now we're really getting into this fade right here. I have my lever all the way open, going up about 1 inch, making sure that blade is as flat as possible, ensuring that this guideline is as even as possible. Right here, I have my 1.5 guard, and the 2 guards were really to shape the hair to complement his face shape. And then right here, now it's really to debulk for the fade. This is the highest guard I'm going to be using for this fade. But now I switch back to my wall guard system, and I have my 1 guard all the way open, and I'm flicking out right when I get to that top of where I use my 1.5 guard. So right here, guys, I close that lever with my 1 guard, and I'm really just nudging at that line, flicking out at that middle line, just to soften it up for when I come back with my half guard. So right here, it's time to go ahead and take this ball guideline out. I start with my lever all the way closed, and I'm pretty much nudging at that line, ensuring that I did take this line higher than what I did when I had set the guideline in with my liners. And the reason for this is because if you don't make sure that you brought that line a little bit higher, then that means you're still going to have that faint line. And then now that we brought that line up just a little bit higher, now we go ahead and move our lever halfway, and now we're starting to flick at that line a little bit more, trying to erase it. And if it's still there, you can go ahead and open that lever all the way, just like how I did, and still flick out at whatever line is there. Just make sure you're not passing the initial guideline you had already set with the lever open. Now it's time for that magical half guard that brings everything together. I like to start halfway just so I get a feel for where I'm at in this fade, and I slowly close that lever as needed. But now it's time to go ahead and start on the other side, and guys, I'm just pretty much just gonna let you guys watch and follow my steps. Now it's time for the back. Right here, you guys see me signaling where that lever open should be, just because I'm looking at the two sides and basically kind of using common sense to connect the dots. Or not even common sense, just my barber eye over time. But after I set that lever open guideline in, I pretty much can find my own way after this. That lever open guideline kind of helps me just stay in my realm, and it's pretty much the same steps on the sides for the back. The only difference when it comes to the back is you're going to have to sometimes go a little bit higher with the smaller guards, but just make sure you're not passing the bigger guards with the smaller ones. But right here, I'm pretty much just eyeballing, also kind of going into the size to make sure that even though I've already finished the size, that I want everything to flow with the back. So a lot of times you are going to have to kind of start in the back and then slowly work your way to the side, just to ensure that the same guards were used in that area for consistent fade. I know I didn't hit that spot right there to the right, but I'm really just trying to stay out of you guys' way, so I'm really fading the left side of the back first, and then I'm gonna go back to the right after I'm done. But right here, guys, like I said, it's the same steps. I have my lever all the way closed. I nudge at that line, ensuring that I'm getting that liner guideline out. Then I go ahead and nudge my lever halfway, really flicking at that line, and again, if you have to, open that lever all the way. But again, here I am with that magical half guard connecting everything together. And right here, guys, like I said, I was really just trying to stay out you guys' way. So I'm really just going ahead and fading in the right side of the back now. Alright, you guys already know what time it is. He is getting enhancements, but when it comes to certain clients that maybe I didn't feel as confident with the all natural result, I like to go ahead and with the razor, make sure everything is still tight, ready to go. So then after I'm done with the razor, if I need to touch up anything, I can. But after I put that razor on him, everything looked really good. So I'm going straight in with those enhancements, guys. I got another enhancements video for you guys. You guys know I'm trying to pump out more enhancement videos because, guys, most of my clientele is all natural haircuts. So when I get those people that allow me to use enhancements on them, guys, I try to make sure that I'm recording them for you, just so you guys can see those YouTube, Instagram looking haircuts that I can perform, these Instagram and YouTube looking haircuts, guys. But when it also comes in to the all natural, guys, I still don't fail. But you guys see how my client came in looking, guys. You see him looking around like, bro, I don't know who I am. I'm lost right now. And guess what, guys? We helped him find himself right here in this cut. You guys see the cut, guys. If you guys liked it, don't forget to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Like the video if you like the video. Because why don't you like the video if you like the video? Go ahead, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. But guys, this is Woods, and I'm out.